Have you ever heard of Atlantis, the legendary lost continent? Well, what if I told you there was another, even older, even more mysterious land that vanished beneath the waves, a place called Lemuria? The story goes that long before Atlantis rose to power, a massive continent stretched across the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. It wasn't just land, it was a paradise, a utopia often called the Land of Mu. This wasn't some barren rock. Imagine a sprawling garden continent, blessed with a perfect, gentle climate year-round. Crystal clear rivers flowed through lush, green valleys. Strange and wonderful fruits, unlike anything we know today, hung heavy from the trees. Majestic mountains, their peaks touching the clouds, were rich with gold, silver, and precious gems. The air was pure, the soil was fertile, and life thrived in abundance. It was, in every sense of the word, a land flowing with milk and honey. The people who inhabited this paradise were said to be just as extraordinary. The Lemurians, or Muans, were a highly advanced civilization, but their advancement wasn't in technology as we think of it, not in machines or weapons. Theirs was a spiritual and psychic evolution, They were believed to be tall, graceful beings with a deep connection to the earth and the cosmos. They didn't need language as we do, communicated telepathically, sharing thoughts and emotions directly. They lived in perfect harmony with nature, understanding its rhythms and respecting every living creature. Their society was built on principles of peace, cooperation, and universal love. There were no wars, no crime, no poverty. It was a golden age of humanity. Their cities were said to be architectural marvels, built not just from stone, but from a deep understanding of cosmic energies. Great pyramids and temples were aligned with the stars, acting as conduits for celestial power. These structures weren't just for worship, They were centers of learning, healing, and spiritual growth. The Lemurians were masters of esoteric knowledge, understanding the secrets of life, death, and the universe. They were said to possess abilities that would seem like magic to us today: levitation, astral projection, and the power to heal with just a touch. This idyllic existence, however, was not destined to last forever. Deep beneath the paradise of Lemuria, powerful geological forces were at work. For millennia, they lay dormant, but the pressure was slowly, inexorably building. Then, one catastrophic day, the breaking point was reached. In a cataclysm of unimaginable scale, the gas chambers violently exploded. The very ground beneath their feet began to tremble and crack. The land that had been a bastion of peace for ages was thrown into chaos. It wasn't a slow sinking. It was a sudden, violent collapse. The continent of Lemuria, with its beautiful cities, its sacred temples, and its peaceful people, was shattered into pieces. As the land broke apart, the mighty Pacific Ocean rushed in to claim it. Tidal waves of colossal size, hundreds of feet high, swept across the dying continent, washing away everything in their path. The entire continent, a landmass that may have been larger than North America, vanished without a trace, swallowed by the sea. So, is this just a myth, a fanciful tale to entertain us? Or is there a grain of truth buried beneath the legend? Believers point to some intriguing clues scattered across the globe. Look at the ancient cultures of the Pacific, from Easter Island to Hawaii, from New Zealand to the Americas. Many share strikingly similar myths, architectural styles, and religious symbols. They speak of ancestors who came from a sunken land, a motherland lost to the sea. Consider the giant stone statues of Easter Island, the Moi. How did an isolated, primitive people carve and move these colossal figures? Some theories suggest they were remnants of the Lemurian civilization, holding on to the last vestiges of their advanced knowledge. What about the intricate stonework of ancient sites in Peru, like Sacsayhuama, where massive boulders fit together with impossible precision? Could this be a legacy of Lemurian building techniques? There's also the so-called Ring of Fire, the volcanically active belt that encircles the Pacific Ocean. This is the most geologically unstable region on our planet. The idea of a continent sinking here isn't entirely far-fetched from a geological standpoint. Marine biologists have discovered vast underwater mountain ranges and plateaus. Like the East Pacific Rise, could these be the skeletal remains of the lost continent? The idea of Lemuria wasn't just dreamed up by mystics. In the 19th century, a scientist named Philip Sclater proposed the existence of a sunken land bridge connecting Madagascar to India. The search for physical evidence continues. Divers and oceanographers have reported strange underwater formations, what look like roads, walls, and even pyramids submerged deep in the Pacific. It's a massive stone structure with what appear to be carved steps and terraces. Some geologists say it's a natural formation, but others are convinced it's man-made, a relic from a civilization that disappeared beneath the waves thousands of years ago. Could this be a cornerstone of a lost Lemurian city? Whether Lemuria was a real place or a powerful metaphor, its story captivates us. It speaks to a deep-seated longing within us for a lost golden age, a time of peace, harmony, and profound connection. It reminds us that civilizations, no matter how advanced, can be fragile, and that nature's power is immense and unforgiving. The legend of Lemuria is a mystery written on the vast blue canvas of the Pacific Ocean. It's a puzzle with pieces scattered across continents and cultures, waiting for us to put them together. What do you think? Was Lemuria a real, physical place, a cradle of civilization now resting at the bottom of the ocean? Or is it a symbolic tale, a memory of our spiritual origins encoded in our collective unconscious? Perhaps the truth is somewhere in between. The ocean keeps its secrets well, but the story of Lemuria continues to inspire us to look deeper, to question our origins, and to dream of a better world. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the mystery of the lost continent of Mu. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more dives into the world's greatest enigmas. See you next time.